So the first thing that I'm doing is filling in my eyebrows with black eyeshadow because the monster is described in the book with black hair, so, he would have black eyebrows. And I made sure not to make this super precise, and I made them really bushy, and I actually gave him a unibrow, you'll see in a second, because the way I pictured him, his eyebrows were really big and bushy, and he was just a really big guy. So I figured it would be fitting to give him like a unibrow. So I'm just filling in my eyebrows, and you'll see I'm starting to make them look a little crazy and, you know, all over the place. Askew, if you will. And then I decided to make it a unibrow, so I'm just filling in the center with the same black eyeshadow. And it kind of got everywhere, so I had to wipe it off. But, um, so I just made it into a unibrow. I think it's a very convincing unibrow. And now I'm going in with the green that I'm going to put in all over my face. It's a lighter yellowy green, and I'm putting that on my brow bone because the brow bone is where you want to highlight your face. And I wasn't necessarily highlighting my face at this point, it was just that's the color that I was putting on the rest of my face. So I wanted it to look realistic. And now I'm going in with a darker green on my lid because usually when people are tired or whatever, they have some pigment on their eyelids, so that's why I did the darker green. And then I went in with a mid-tone green in the crease because on the eyelid in your crease you normally have a shadow there, and that's so I was just trying to give it some depth in the look. So I'm just going in the crease with a mid-tone green. And then I went in with purple and black under the eye to make it look like he has dark circles under his eye and that he's really tired because in the book it's mentioned that he does not sleep very well and that he thinks a lot. And I just thought it was fitting to have dark circles. And now, for the longest part and the majority of the video, you get to watch me put this green all over my face, and it took so long. This video actually ended up being 20 minutes long, but I ended up editing it down to 5.5 minutes, which was good. So I'm just taking that green and putting it all over my face, and I thought it was the perfect shade of green. It really um, mimicked how Mary Shelley described it in the book. It was like a yellowy green, and it looks kind of transparent. I didn't do veins or anything because um, I didn't have purple paint with me, but um, it does look a little transparent, and you'll see it gets a little choppy throughout, and it doesn't go on completely smooth. But I thought it fit because Frankenstein wasn't perfect, so turning myself into Frankenstein, well, the monster, I keep calling him Frankenstein, I'm sorry, it's the monster, was not perfect. So you'll see on my forehead especially, it gets really choppy because I have really oily skin, so that tends to happen with any type of powder, and this took a really long time because I was using such a small brush and I didn't have green paint, but I really liked this color. And normally I would bring it farther down my neck, but I didn't for some reason. I don't remember why. But usually that's what you would do if you were like trying to turn yourself into a character to make it look realistic because you don't want to see your neck. And you should actually do that like all the time. Make sure everything blends nice and smooth. There should not be like a line distinct from your face and your neck, even though clearly in this one there is. I'm still putting that on my face, and like I said, it took a really long time. Just finishing up there. And now I'm going in with black around my hairline, and normally I would go a little bit farther into the hairline than I did because you can still kind of see, my skin tone and my hairline, um, you know, of me and not the monster. But I have a widow's peak, so that would have taken a really long time to get out, and I was just trying to save myself some time for later. So right now I'm just putting the base of it down, and then I'm going in and making the points to make it look like hair. And I only really did that at the top of my forehead. And I used black eyeshadow for this too. And then the last thing that I do is put on some black lipstick because he has dark lips because he's a monster. So that's my project. Thanks for watching it.